Hello and welcome back to the Win and Proud podcast. It's Sam and
James.
did you see I did a little bit of a key change there? I went up a little bit higher
I was so
to
impressed,
show
but I
off
almost
my
forgot.
upper register.
I almost forgot my own name.
I know, and
I-
you didn't even get in the middle of it.
I
You
was
just
wondering
let
if you were
me
wondering that.
sing.
I was wondering if you were scared on that one. I'm like, I
I
wonder if
was
she's
waiting
gun
for
shy.
you so I could punch you. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode. Did I say that already? No. Yes. Hi, it's been a day. It has been a day. And James, this is the first time we've done this on a random night. Normally we do it on the weekends. We record these, but it's during the week because we leave for Spain tomorrow.
Vacation jitters. You know when you got to get everything done for vacation.
Yeah, I love to travel. I love to see new places, explore new places, but I also fucking hate to travel. Like to get there. Like I hate the time starting right now until we get there in like 2 days from now.
It's so funny because the only time that she walks faster than me ever is in an airport.
Airports just stress me out. I don't know what it is. If it's just like, I'm just always worried that, I feel like I've had so many bad flight stories over my years, where I've been stranded places and it's like triggering, it's like PTSD.
But you're so good at it. Like you are such a good little traveler.
I know. I do. I am, but I think it's also because my parents were nuts too. Like we were the people that got to the airport 3 hours early. Everything was scheduled out, from the time you get there. It was like,
I love getting to the airport super early.
Yeah. I feel like, and my anxiety is going to be so much better. And if we are running late for the airport, I will be off my, I just know I will be insane. I will have a panic attack. I don't know how. There are some people, and I will watch them being like, my flight leaves in 45 minutes. I wonder if I'll get there on time. And I'm like, are you on crack? It's I don't know. It stresses me out. And until we're on the plane, until we are lifting off from the ground into the air, then I'm like, okay, we're good. Because I feel even you just never know. I mean, even now, if you're in the air, I mean, I know I watch too many TikToks, but people who get in fights mid-flight and they have to turn back around, you just never know anymore. It's a wild world out there.
Now I'm stressed.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
I always see that video that's in every relationship, there's one person who's the psycho, always having insane anxiety.
Wait, is that me?
Yeah, right. And then there's you, who just no care in the world, can sleep anywhere.
Oh, hell yeah.
Can sleep in 5 seconds. He can fall asleep in 5 seconds. Must be nice, James.
Love a good sleep.
How does it feel to just be raw dogging life, just with no anxiety?
It's not bad.
He's never had to take a medication. Can you imagine? How does it feel to just be happy?
It's pretty cool.
To just have natural joy.
It's great.
Wow. I'm really happy for you. So we do leave tomorrow. It's a red eye.
What's
flight
that
to
mean?
Spain.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
I know what a red eye is. We're flying overnight.
Yeah, we're flying overnight to Spain. Then we got to take another flight
Which
to
I
this
love. I'm gonna
random place.
I'm gonna sleep like a baby.
Yeah, James will sleep the entire flight. You will get a full 8 hours.
Find some stupid movie to fall asleep to and just
oh
be
my
out
God,
like a light.
It literally drives me crazy. But it is so nice. If we both were psychotic, I don't know how we would survive. But there has to be one person in the relationship
we balance
that
it out. Yeah,
is it's gonna be okay. So yeah, it's just the lead up, making sure you have everything is charged, all the chargers, especially because we are going, I was saying 10 days, but no, it's really, we leave Thursday night, we get back the following Saturday, right? Friday. I can't even remember when we get back. When do we get back?
Guess what? I have zero idea.
Yeah, we get back sometime next week.
I know when we
it's
leave.
8-9 days.
And then we'll come home.
James, again, can literally, he's I don't know where we're going, what's happening, and he can be okay with that.
We're going to Spain.
All he knows is we're going to Spain. I have to have all the passports, everything. As soon as check-in online, you could check in. I was the first one on there. I have everything printed out. I have our boarding passes, which we don't even need because we still need to check our luggage. Like, you don't even like. It's just I called to double check. I literally called the airline because
I make sure if I have enough underwear, I'm good to go.
you don't even probably pack enough underwear. You probably pack like 3 pairs, and you're like, it's all right.
No, I make sure I have enough clean underwear.
you?
That's the one thing.
Good for you.
If I got enough of
They
that,
might have a couple holes in them, and they might be 74 years old.
Air conditioning. They still serve their purpose.
Yeah, so we're very excited. Of course, there will be lots of great content. It'll be an interesting week. You know, it's always an interesting.
So when you're listening to this, we will be there.
We will be there.
You did something amazing to this episode, by the way.
What did I do?
Typically, I mean, you never tell me what we're doing on these either. So
what?
But on the podcast, you never
what?
really.
What
you didn't
amazing?
tell me this was going to be the travel episode.
Oh, right.
Meaning, weirdos, we need some weird travel stories.
Yeah.
What are your weird airport stories or quirks? How do you fall asleep on a plane?
Yeah. Or like, you know, what if our plane just disappears? Like the MH730, you know, plane to Malaysia. What happens if we, like, you guys, like, this might be the last you hear from us?
Most likely, if it disappears, we'll just be dead in the middle of the Atlantic. So,
well, hopefully, if I am dead, I will come back to haunt you guys. You can find me as a ghost. If I die, I'ma be haunting. I'm coming back and I'm haunting all your asses. And you know I'll be haunting at least this house. So maybe what I'm thinking is, like, if my family hears this, you could rent out our house as like a haunted house, and then you guys can meet me as a ghost. I feel like that would be kind of fun.
Will you also please take care of the animals?
James,
what? We
didn't
need
have to
them
be
to
that real.
Too
Now
far.
I'm stressed.
Too far.
James, now you made it too real. Yeah, that's the other thing. I probably will cry before we leave tomorrow because I miss my animals so much.
True, you will.
I'm stressed. What if I just start crying on here?
This is the raw dog travel episode.
The raw dog. I'm not raw dog, and I bring all the meds, all the things, the gummies.
I'm going to eat a whole lot of seafood and drink some sherry.
Yeah, I know. That's the other thing. I think I'm going to have, at least a couple drinks. I do want to try the sangria. Everyone says, I know it's sangria. I'm not really normally a sangria girl, but
I've seen you order sangria at Aquario.
Yeah, but normally, like, my Aperol spritz has been the thing that I was doing for a while. I've definitely had it before, especially if a place that makes it really good.
But the wine in Spain is so different.
But right. And like the way they make it is apparently best. So there will be lots of food content. There'll be some drinking, which will be interesting because I literally haven't drank in so long that, like, it could be crazy. You guys never know what I'll post next. Maybe.
Well, Spain is also the birthplace of sherry.
Right.
Most people know fortified wine as port, which started in Portugal or Oporto.
James has told me these facts 5 years ago.
And in Spain, sherry was started in, I'm going to mispronounce it, but it is Xeres or Xeres, or I think it's pronounced Sherry's. Like it's Xeres or whatever the correct
accent.
Yeah, could you give me that in a Spanish accent, please?
Ooh,
was it a spooky French person?
That's how I say when I'm dead.
Spooky French person.
When I die in the airplane.
Yeah, so we're going to drink some real sherry, and I'm excited for that. And the octopus and calamari.
Oh my God, so much good seafood. There's going to be some serious seafood. Apparently, there's also a lot of sandwiches over there, but they're like smaller. Like, this is what I love about Spain too, is that they are just like tapas girls, which I love. We love a tapas. I love just like a bunch of different types of foods, but they're always smaller.
And then patatas bravas. That's what I'll be eating lots of too.
So make sure you're following along if you aren't already, which, I mean, you would hope you'd be following me on the Instagrams. What?
And weird travel stories.
Weird, yes, and send in your weird travel stories if you have some crazy weird travel stories. But we have a great show for you. Sorry to, went off, but it's been a day. It's been a day.
You had to get your Zoomies out.
I had to get my Zoomies. I know, I do have Zoomies. I always have Zoomies. We have a great show. We have quite possibly some of the most unhinged secret voicemails that we've ever. There must be a couple like people who got drunk together because they kind of like were back to back to back. I had like 4 voicemails in a row. I don't know what you guys were saying. You were definitely under the influence of something. I was going to play a couple of them, but I had no idea what the fuck you were saying. I don't know if you were like from like another part of the world or like from down south and you just had really thick accents, but I could only hear certain words.
But you being so masterful at accents, you should be able to interpret what they
That's
were
what I thought.
saying.
I listened to him a couple times being the accent extraordinaire that I am, but I really could not understand what the hell you were saying.
So call back in.
If try and speak clearly. And yeah, if you haven't heard it, your secret on here, there's a good chance that the sound is horrible. And obviously a lot of people are listening to this podcast. So it's not going to be a great experience if we can't hear you or if it's like just like screaming. I don't even know. If you're listening to this, you know who you are. Okay?
I need to hear these.
Yeah.
I haven't heard these. I need to hear these.
And there's a couple, like you can hear there's multiple people in the background. Like, I don't know if they were supposed to be a prank. Like, were you pranking me? I love a prank, but no one pranks the prankster. No one makes me bleed my own blood. What's that from? Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
That would be from. They're doing a reboot of it, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Dodgeball.
Yes. Yep. Classic movie. So we have some absolutely unhinged voicemails for you guys. We got a bunch. We've gotten like a huge slew of them, and I'm like, let's have another secret heavy episode because we can. Oh, that's not mine. So if you want to send us in like a weird travel, your craziest travel experience, that'll be kind of fun to hopefully not.
Or just secrets or other things in general.
Any secret.
But this travel, since we're on the travel theme, maybe that's a good way to think of a good crazy story.
Yeah. And hopefully not, hopefully we won't have any crazy stories when we get back, but there probably will be. Because that's just how things happen to me. And James will be cool, calm and cool and collected.
With my holy underwear.
With his holy underwear. So if you want to send us in a weird voicemail or any weird secret travel story, anything weird except yelling into the phone for a minute, you can call into speakpipe.com/weird-and-proud-pod. Again, it's speak as in speakpipe.com/weird-and-proud-pod. All one word. I'll also put the link to in the description. So you can click on that. You can record up to a minute and 30 seconds. But again, make sure you're just speaking clearly. You're in a space. A lot of people, will do it in their car and it sounds like, the windows are down. Just try and make sure there's nothing crazy going on in the background. But for the most part, it picks up pretty good sound if you just speak directly into your phone when you're recording. And of course, they are always anonymous. Even though some of them I would just love to look up who some of these people are. But
we prefer not anonymous. We won't tell people, but we'd love to stalk you.
Yeah, we would love to stalk you. We also have another one for you, James. We have another voicemail for you.
Is it about the draft?
It's something. It's about something.
We'll find out.
All right, James, are you ready for the first secret voicemail?
I am excited and prepared.
Here we go.
Hi, it's me again about the dream. But I have a separate question, separate issue. I want to know what would be your superpower of choice. If you could only choose one superpower to have, what would it be? And please explain why. Mine would be super speed. And I choose this because I would love to travel within no time. I would love to travel and be able to still see everything though. And that's why I chose super speed instead of like time travel, because I would still want to see my way there, I still want to go through the journey of getting to these places. So I say super speed.
Okay, thank you so much for this voicemail. She had sent in another voicemail before this about a dream that she had about me, which is why she said, "Hey, it's me again from the dream." I was gonna play that voicemail, but I'm one of those people where, like, if you're calling and to tell me about a dream, I don't care.
Why don't you care? That's kind of cool.
Well, I know. I love it. No, I love that you had a dream about me, but, like, it didn't happen. You know what I mean?
But it happened in her dream.
Right, but it didn't actually happen in real life.
You mean like ghosts?
Well, wow. Wow. James, ghosts are real. Go, James, I hope I die before you so I can come back and haunt you.
If
and
it
prove that
happens
ghosts are
in
real.
people's minds, it's a reality to them.
Well, that's not what you tell me. I think we're all going to die in a plane crash tomorrow. Is that true?
Might be.
Well, James.
I mean, no.
Oh my God. No, I'm kidding. But, like, I am one of those people, like, I have a friend that will call me, be like, I have to tell you about this dream I just had. And I'm like, no, you don't. You don't have to tell me about it at all. Because I don't care.
What is about the dreams for you?
Because it didn't happen. It literally is, you're telling me a story about something that didn't happen, couldn't happen, wouldn't happen. You're wasting my time.
Interesting.
You know, like, do you like to hear about my, like, I mean, maybe you want to hear about my dreams, but, like, if you had a friend that called you up, was like, I had the craziest dream.
I would listen to that person.
But would you be really interested?
That's their experience, of course.
But were you really, like, care? You're like, yeah, I can't wait to hear about this.
I listen
dream.
to people that talk about all aliens and ghosts. I'd listen to dreams.
James,
I'm just making a
aliens
point.
and ghosts are real, though.
So are dreams.
But, like, you know, when you have someone that calls and is like, I had the craziest dream last night. I, like, went to the zoo and there was, like, this, like, zebra.
I'd totally listen
and it
to all
was
that.
purple. And it chased me down and then it humped me in my eyeball. And then I wound up in the grocery store. You know, it's just like, what are you? I literally could not care any less about your fucking
You can still call
dream.
in about your dreams. I'll listen to them.
No, I don't. Don't call in about them. Okay. No, really.
For the listener who called in about the dream,
and I'm
these
kidding.
are just the Zoomies before travel.
These are the Zoomies.
These are the travel Zoomies. You have to allow her to have the Zoomie.
I'm upset.
Please call in about
out.
the dream. It's okay.
I hate dreams. All dreams should die. No, I love it so much, but I don't care. But anyways, to get back to your question, I thought this was interesting because I was like, wow, talk about travel. And it was a question. I was like, wow, no one sent in a question. Not that we're asking for questions. But I'm curious, James, what would your superpower be if you could choose any superpower?
You know what? I think you might have defined it at the beginning of the episode.
What?
I would want people to just be happy. I give happiness.
Oh my God.
What? That
and
can't be a
puppies and
superpower?
rainbows and butterflies.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, I would love to be able to just, like, snap my fingers, click my fingers, and just be somewhere. Like, talking about traveling, like, you know, how she was like, I want to see everything. I don't need to.
Teleportation?
Teleport. Yeah, that's the word. That's what I was thinking. But I don't want to time travel. Like, I don't need to go forward. I don't need to go backward. I don't need to fuck with that. But I would love to just skip the airplane, you know.
Does that have anything to do with our current situation?
Yeah, it absolutely does. Because I hate planes.
Is this a topical answer?
Yeah.
As in, the
that's how
answer
I'm
may
feeling
change
right
in a
now.
month?
Because I love to travel. And even like a week ago, I was like, I'm so excited. Like, yay, we get to go somewhere fun. But like right now, I'm like, God damn it.
Travel Zoomies.
Planes are so, and I'm claustrophobic and I'm just tight spaces and people smell weird and we're not rich enough to be in first class.
I'm so glad you're so excited for this.
I am excited. I'll be excited once we get there. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to get the process. And I am grateful and I know it's a privilege to travel, but I just
you're allowed to have your experience with it.
Thank you, James.
See? Superpower. Happiness.
Yeah, James is literally. I forget there was something else that you had said that I was going to point out, but now I can't think about it. But Anyways, thank you so much. I was joking about the dream thing. I do love that you had a dream. It was a nice dream. We saved puppies in her dream.
Travel
Spoiler
Zoomies.
alert. But yeah, I want some real experiences. There's gotta be more to life. I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much. Honestly, really, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm in a mood. All right, James.
We can't tell.
All right, here we go.
This is for my guy James. What do you think about Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets?
James, what do you think?
This is going to be the rest of the episode.
No, you have 30 seconds. He's upset, obviously. He's very upset, but he's going to be a Jets fan. We're going to go to a Jets game.
Think about it is it's always just an indication of what's going on within something. Like if someone's having a rough day, it's probably because of something that happened before or stressed. And for Rodgers to be where he is and how pissed he is at the Packer organization, Rodgers was a part of it. He was tough to deal with. He was a bit of a diva. But as a leader, the Packers probably should have known how to, called change management. Whenever a company's expanding, you have to know how to deal with change.
You're losing people. Losing
management.
People.
That's fine. I don't care.
It's not fine for me.
All right.
James, the people are dropping off.
How I feel about Aaron Rodgers leaving. It's an indicator of what's going on in the Packers land.
Yes. Very
Two, if it's the right thing, he had to do it, I suppose. I wish it could have worked out. I'm upset he left, but I hope he has success on the Jets. So I want everyone to win. But yeah,
he wants everyone to win.
There was way more explanation to my answer. Call back. That was a great question. Thank you for that.
The one other male that's listening to this. Okay. Yes, thank you for making James feel appreciated.
I'm sorry if my answer was a bit combobulated. I couldn't give the full answer, but
because this is,
I know it's going to bore the crap out of people.
I know. I agree. No one else, literally you and that one other guy that called.
It definitely would have bored people, but
yes, but we love that you're such a Wisconsiner in heart. All right, James, here we go.
My boyfriend is a power bottom because I'm too lazy to do all the work when I'm on top. Me being on top is already a blessing. And so I just get there and I kind of wait for him to do all the work. But the best part is that my dog sits on the edge of the bed and bounces as the bed shakes. Does that count as a threesome? Just wondering. Okay, bye. Love you lots.
It was cackling at this.
It's kind of a family affair.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Sorry, that was my cat.
That was a cat. Speaking of animals.
Sorry. And the cat just literally jumped off the table and stuff flew everywhere. But I was cackling. Listen, someone else, there's a joke that's sex work, all sex is work. Which is unfortunate because it would be nice to just lay there and do nothing, which I mostly do 99% of the time. But a lot, all sex work is work because everyone has to put in a little bit of effort. I put in the most minimal amount possible. But
that's not true. I wasn't going to talk about our sex life on the line. Not true.
Well, we're talking in general. We're not getting specific. But it's girl. No.
To answer her question, is it a threesome? I don't know. Is the dog licking anything, or is the dog just sitting there?
No. Jesus Christ.
She asked the question. I was going to answer it. I'm going to say no.
Prue does love to be in the room. We do not let her on the bed, but she likes to be in the room. The room where it happens. The room where it happens. Sometimes she likes to watch, but she's not on the bed. Because that is VIP territory, but she can watch from afar.
The dog just thinks
admire.
The dog just thinks you're playing.
Yeah, they don't really know what's going on, so I think it's kind of nice. It's like you have a little audience. It's like you have someone cheering you on as you go. Maybe that'll help you. If you need, some inspiration, or you want, it's you need an extra oomph. Just look at your dog in the eyes and be like, "All right, I got this, girl." Thank you for making me giggle. The power bottom too is hilarious.
It's a great phrase. I was trying to figure it out at first. I thought that was a pegging call.
Do you know what power bottom means?
Yeah, he's doing stuff on the bottom. He's on the bottom and he's doing stuff.
Yes, that is
That's
exactly
the definition.
That is exactly. You nailed it. All right. Are you ready? This is where they just start to all go downhill a little bit. I thought we'd lead off with a couple normal ones.
We can fill in with Aaron Rodgers stuff. It's fine.
No.
You ever had a doggy lick peanut butter out of your butthole? Because that shit is satisfying, but also illegal.
I don't know if you heard what she said, but she said, I don't even know if I want to repeat this. Prue's in the room. I don't want to.
Boo-boos, cover your ears.
Boo-boos, cover your ears. And this has been a topic that has come up before. And it is really disturbing, to say the least. But the way that this girl called in and just said that it made me giggle. It is it's illegal. I would think.
I'm unaware of what she was talking about. Nor
she said
did
she
I
puts
hear the
peanut
whole
butter
thing.
in her butthole and lets the dog lick it.
Got it.
And it feels great, but it's illegal.
Should be illegal.
Yeah. If only the dog knew, or maybe the dog does know. He's like, you know what? I love peanut butter.
Dogs sniff buttholes of other dogs all the time, but
dogs love buttholes.
Yep.
But I do feel like that is illegal. But that was like a thing that like people had sent in to me when I did it on Instagram, that especially like as a young kid, like it's fucked up. It's very fucked up. But I did LOL, and just like whatever accent you were using, I don't know where you come from, what land you come from.
I'll give it as a pretty good accent.
But I don't know if you're just trying to be in disguise, because if anyone knew, can you imagine if I really can like find your names and I'm like, oh, that was Amanda Urschlin.
But that's the beauty of Speak Pipe.
Exactly.
It's anonymous.
Is the beauty, is they are anonymous, but maybe we'll find you. Like that was someone like I would love to know what you look like. I would love to stalk you and see, and like look at your dog and be like,
well, this person obviously follows you. Maybe you should try to figure it out.
Well, yeah. Let me go put it on my who lets your dog lick your butthole.
Might answer.
What kind of dog do you have? Also, that's what I'm curious about.
We could use a follow-up call.
Yeah.
Also, Aaron Rodgers guy follow-up call.
No. Just kidding. All right, here's another really unhinged one. Are you ready?
I fantasize about killing these motherfucking kids. These stupid ass little bitches deserve to die. These dumb little hoes don't even know what 2 + 2 is. They proudly pronounce they don't know their left from right. God damn it, motherfuckers, hoes.
Yeah.
So these were the voicemails you were talking
These
about?
are the voicemails that I was
So far, it's one person. That's okay. They might just be watching.
Well, you can hear that there's like someone in the background.
I couldn't hear that.
Well, like I can kind of hear. These aren't even the worst of them.
They could just be watching the news and commenting on things they're seeing.
Maybe. I don't think you want to kill your kids, but I can imagine the feeling.
What I pictured right away was them watching the news, seeing something about being illegal for a dog to lick your butthole. Maybe they're scrolling on the internet and they're just commenting on what they're seeing. So they saw something about dog licking a butthole. They call in with a weird accent, comment. They see something about a school shooting, comment.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe that's what that was pointed towards.
Maybe it was.
I don't know. That's just conjecture. I don't have proof.
But I hope I'm guessing I would hope that a lot of these you're just being a silly, goofy girl. But they did make me chuckle. I will say that. And I do think you might have been, hopefully. I don't know. The accent was throwing me off. But thank you. I think. But I think also a lot of people probably share that sentiment. Hold on, let me just. My boyfriend is a power bottom. Oh yeah, I just listened to that one. I just want to make sure. All right, James, are you ready for the next voicemail?
Hi, Sam and James. I am a Canadian follower. I just wanted to give you one of my weird stories. Years ago, I went out with my girls to the bars downtown where I live. And we got all dressed up and went out, and we're out until about 2 o'clock in the morning. And then we had to drive back to Toronto late that night. So one of us stayed sober. And so we came out of the bar, and I noticed an older gentleman trying to get my attention. And so he called me over and he said, excuse me, ma'am, this might be weird, but I'm here with my son on his bachelor party, and we're doing a scavenger hunt, and we were wondering if we could pay you $20 for your underwear. So me being drunk, decided to give that man my underwear, which was a purple thong. Yeah, I walked away and then woke up in the morning realizing that I had worn that thong all day long. I have no idea the shape those were in when I gave them to that man. I'm sorry to that man, but I got McDonald's, so it worked out. Thanks, guys.
This made me chuckle because
One, they're Canadian.
We
Love the
love the
Canadians.
Canada. Which it is official that I am coming. I don't have the tickets yet, but I am coming in August 8th or 9th to Toronto. I think I told you this. Did I tell you a little bit about this?
No.
Oh.
I'm unaware.
Well, I had applied and I was talking with the guy, but he had just sent me the confirmation earlier. I don't have the ticket link yet, but I'm going to be in Toronto. I think it's August 9th or something around there. There's the Danforth Comedy Festival.
Cool. Yeah, I was unaware of this.
And so
breaking news.
I literally just was talking to the peoples today. So we'll be in Toronto. I've never been to Toronto.
Was that your Canadian accent?
But yeah, so we'll have to, you have to send us the Rex. But I was dying at this because, this is a common bachelor thing.
Yeah, I've heard of these. I've been involved in one.
The underwear situation did remind me, and I can't remember if I told you about this before, but when I worked as an outside sales rep, I had this huge important meeting with one of my biggest clients, and I was out to lunch with my boss beforehand. We were planning, and I went into the bathroom before we left, and I had this light blue dress on, and I noticed you could see my underwear it was out and about. So I was like, fuck it. So I just literally took off my underwear, threw it in my bag. And, this was they had been on all day. And I threw them in my bag. And as, we go to the meeting, have the meeting, it went all great. And I went to pull out, it was either a card or a pen or something from my purse. And my dirty underwear, shmishkish, the shmishkish up I dropped on the floor, right in front of the client. And it was everyone knew there was two other people who were my boss and his partner. And they both, it was obvious what it was. And it's and I just grabbed it and put it back in my purse and didn't say anything. But I'm sure they were why the fuck did she...
You told me this one. This story is hilarious.
On the, why did you have underwear in your purse? And it was not the hottest underwear. Anyways, underwear is you never know what you're gonna get. It could be a bad day. You don't know what phase you're in. You don't know what you ate, and it can be risky. Letting that puppy out. But
smart idea, trading some underwear that you maybe didn't need them, and you got some McDonald's out of the whole thing.
Yeah. And, I'm sure that they're enjoying themselves with that underwear.
That was nice of you. And then you were concerned about it.
Yeah. And then you got McDonald's. So at the end of the day, it is a win-win.
But you did the right thing. That's on them. They did not ask you what condition your underwear was in.
No.
You got the good side of that negotiation. So great job.
That was hilarious. Thank you. All right, James. We have another one that I don't know what you're going to think about it, but here we go.
Okay, I've got a paranormal activity story for you. I left out of the country and I asked my friend to watch my place for me. And I didn't tell her about anything that has happened in the past in the apartment because I didn't want her to say no. So I left, and when I came back, she looked a little spooked and she wanted to leave very quickly. So I asked her, if anything had happened while I was gone, and she said one night she went to bed, all the kitchen cabinets were closed, and when she woke up, they were all open. And she said it happened like 1 or 2 other times, and I kind of chuckled and said, "Well, I forgot to tell you that there is a spirit of a little boy who lives in this place." And the only reason why I know that is I had a medium come to read the home, and comes to find out that the little boy had passed in the bathtub in the bathroom, and that's where I could feel his presence the most. And I moved out of there, but my sister moved in and still lives there to this day. And she said she has felt things too, but my sister and her husband just talked to the little boy and then they stopped feeling his presence.
James?
That's a good one.
So I also forgot to tell you, sorry, this just like slipped my mind, but I forgot to tell you. So you know the Warrens? No, you don't. What's like the really famous haunted movie?
Amityville Horror?
Yes. And The Conjuring. Remember that movie, The Conjuring?
Yes.
So they
live in Connecticut.
The Warrens live in Connecticut.
Yeah, I know.
And you do?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you little paranormal girl.
What? That Conjuring movie was good.
It was so good. So if you haven't seen those, basically there's this like couple, they're married. I forget what their first names are, but they live in Connecticut. They live like 20 minutes away. And they're like ghost investigators, like haunted, like people, if you have like a really, really haunted house, like the wife is a medium and they're just like, they've studied the paranormal their whole lives. And they have a house in, I think it's Trumbull, Connecticut, or Fairfield, Connecticut. And that's also, they used to have a museum in their house with like all this like creepy shit that they've just collected over the years, including the Annabelle doll.
The Annabelle doll that was in The Conjuring. Yeah.
And like all of these things are supposed to be haunted too. And I have been trying to like reach out to them, of course.
Did not know that part. This is new.
Because you used to be able to go and visit the museum. Like they, it wasn't big. It was basically this big room as part of their house.
Did they feel the spirits were following people that would get there?
Well, like some people have weird stories, but depends. As long as I don't know. There's a lot of theories, James. Don't even get me started. But like, if you are grounded and you have good energy, normally a haunted thing won't attach to you. But people would feel stuff there when they're at the music, in the room, and creepy things will happen when you're there. But apparently the wife passed away.
What?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I think it's in the last year or so. So the museum has been closed.
Well, they'd be older, but they were in the movie. They were portrayed as much younger than
I
what
think
they are
in
now.
like their 80s, 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
They're definitely.
Well, I think the movie was set in the 80s the 80s as well.
Earlier than that. But when I've like talked about random paranormal stuff on my Instagram, randomly some woman a couple days ago DM'd me and was like, "Hey, I know you love paranormal stuff. I'm best friends with," I forget what his name is, but with Mr. Warren.
Just gonna say Mr. Warren.
Yeah, and he still does like these little paranormal like pop-up, almost like he'll go to different conferences and stuff. And she invited us. I don't know if this is legit. Like sometimes people send me this and I'm like, are you really inviting us? Because we will come.
We'll be there in a heartbeat.
At Mohegan Sun, they're doing like this paranormal conference.
Yeah,
and
we
they
gotta
asked
go.
if I wanted to come. And she was like, you guys should, we'll get you to like meet Mr. Warren. And like, I'll talk to him about it because he's not, he doesn't do the museum anymore now that his wife has passed. And like, apparently too, like they were getting in trouble with the law because it's not a real museum, and like having, charging people to come in, like there was like some legality issues. But she was like, maybe I'll see if he'll open it to you and you guys can come.
They just need to start a proper business and go through the right channels, because you can do that.
Well, I think more of it is just that his wife passed away and like, but so we should go. So we might be seeing the Annabelles and the Warrens. I would lose my mind. But anyway, sorry, that was a tangent. I forgot to tell you about that, and I thought you guys would think that's interesting,
breaking
especially
news.
if you guys are, if you're paranormal people, you know who the Warrens are. So your story, spooky as hell, and we do obviously love a. Well, I shouldn't say we.
I do love a good story. You just don't. You love to think I'm a skeptic.
You are.
I am not a skeptic.
You are a skeptic.
You're a skeptic on dreams.
Because dreams are
the same belief that people,
No.
some people may be able to see those things and experience it.
Mm-hmm.
I have not. That doesn't mean I don't believe or
James,
don't trust what other people
paranormal
say.
Experience. Would you say it like a haunted place if I were to like book somewhere? And
Yeah, of course. We've stayed at plenty of haunted places.
I know.
I just had COVID at one of them.
You. I know you had COVID and you were like dead asleep by 7 p.m.
But there were other
I was
places
like
we've gone.
getting spooked the hell out. I know, but
back to her call, because I really appreciate a caller. That call was amazing. Well,
yes.
I guess that
James.
Here's what I have some requests on this one.
Yeah.
I think that we should have her talk to the friend. I would love the friend to do a follow-up call about her experience there.
Right.
Right. And
well,
also that a follow-up call on what else besides the cabinets opening.
Well, that's what I was going to be my
notice?
question is what else? What I'm sure you have other stories too about.
We need those.
Yeah, we need more. And if you have any evidence, you know what else is some good old-fashioned evidence. If you also like have some pictures or like videos of ghosts, either you can DM Weird and Proud Pod on Instagram, or you can email the Weird and Proud. Well, it's Weird and Proud Pod at gmail.com. Because then maybe some hard receipts will help you.
Some hard receipts.
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing that this person, if they did have like an actual photo of a ghost, probably would have gotten out into the world by now. And I'm not asking for that. Again,
skeptic.
I've never said I need like proof. Skeptic. Oh, geez, here we go.
We're gonna go to the Warrens, and you're gonna face Annabelle.
I mean, let's do it.
You're gonna sleep with Annabelle. We'll bring her home for the night. And
I'm sure he'll be really. I'm sure he'll
let that happen. But thank you so much for
that was
for
an
that
awesome
story.
call.
We love. Well,
that
again, I love a ghost story. James,
that was a good ghost story.
But if you have any paranormal stories, please send them in. Aliens, ghosts, time travel.
But apparently you can't call us about your dreams.
No, don't tell me about your dreams.
You can call and tell James about your dreams. I will listen to them.
No, but I did, like, you guys know what I mean. You guys know what I'm saying when you say, like, when people call in to tell your dream, it's like, okay, that's nice. But I do love you. I love you so much, whoever you were that called in. I love that we rescued puppies together. That's so nice. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. But maybe one day, maybe you're a medium and you foreshadowed us rescuing puppies together.
Do you want to hear my stupid conspiracy theory thought I had this week?
Yeah.
All right. So here's my question to those people out there that do say things like the moon landing didn't happen.
Okay.
I will disagree with you vehemently.
Okay.
Right? They say the moon landing didn't happen.
Okay.
Yet they are the same people who say that they know without a shadow of a doubt aliens are real. Here's the problem here's the problem in their argument. If they're saying the moon landing was made up and that aliens are real, is some of the proof that aliens may exist or not are recorded from the moon landings. So they're contradicting themselves.
Do people really think the moon landing didn't happen, though?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know people?
I've heard plenty of people. There's plenty of people that think the earth is flat.
Yeah, but like, are these people okay?
No.
You know,
which,
like,
if there are some people that believe these things, please call in. I'd love to hear your proof.
Yeah. If you
those types of things, I have some.
Yeah, if you have like a weird conspiracy theory that you believe in,
love
that's not political,
too.
like nothing like, crazy. But like, if you have like a conspiracy theory that's like
flat earthers make me laugh.
Flat Earth, or like,
people that say the moon landing didn't happen make me laugh.
Like Taylor Swift's a dupe, or like I don't know. Let us know. You can call in with that too. And as a reminder, you can call into speakpipe.com/weird and proud pod. Call us in. Tell us anything but your dreams. I know.
The girl who called I adore you for putting up with this.
I love you. I'm so sorry.
You are amazing.
I love you. I do love you.
With my superpower, I'm giving you happiness.
Yeah. Yes. And, again, if it happens in real life, that would be amazing. Also, make sure that you are coming to the live shows. Yeah. So Toronto, Canada will be coming soon. We got Maine coming up. We only have like 10 tickets left for the late show in Maine on May 21st. And then we have Austin. I don't know how many tickets. It's a big room. It's like 350. So I don't know how many tickets. I got to figure that out. But I know last time we spoke, it was like over half sold. So there should be some, but hopefully we can sell this puppy out, have a fun weekend in Austin, or, play around in Texas, get all yeehaw.
I was looking at the Austin's aquarium Instagram today.
Oh,
there's a big aquarium down there. Nice. It's pretty cool. They have otters.
What are Texan aquariums like?
We'll find out. Let's go.
We will find out. So if you go to SamanthaRamsdell.com/events, you too can get tickets to come see us. We always do a meet and greet after. So, and I don't charge, I'm not one of those, at least not yet.
For the meet and greet?
Yeah.
Free hugs.
James will wish you happiness. But we can't wait to meet you guys. Can't wait to see you in the real world. And we love you so much. Make sure you're following Sam Ramsdell 5, Weird and Proud Pod. Don't follow James' account yet because it's a scam.
I'll fix it.
We're going to work on it. But get ready for some crazy content, Spanish content. And we can't wait to tell you all about it when we get back. But we love you guys so much and have a great week.
We want to hear your dreams. Miss you already.
Love you, weirdos.